What's up, YouTube people? Ben with Brush and Bolter back again with another video. Today we're talking about the Lone Star GT. It is the Age of Sigmar Grand Tournament that is February 22nd and 23rd in Fort Worth, Texas. I've signed up with that with a couple of my friends. We made a team. We're the Crump Crew, so that's sick. But for the GT, your army must be battle ready, which means any part of the model that has no paint must have paint, and the base has to be prepared. It does not have to be fully completed, but it must be battle ready. My army's not, okay? And if you know what day it is today, because I'm uploading it today, the GT's tomorrow, dude. And so I gotta get my butt into gear with the painting here. And my army is a whopping 11 models, because I just kind of nabbed Aaron's LVO, his 7th place LVO winning list for Ironjawz with his 11 models. And I know I watched this video of how he broke down his army and his games and whatnot, and he'd make some twists to the army. But man, I just wanted to do what he did, which is win fast, lose fast. You do one or the other, and then you hang out and have fun watching everyone else play as well. So that's what I'm into. That's what I'm about to do. But let's get into the paint jobs that I'm still working on. Now, I'm taking the Boss Tower. This is it so far. As you can see, any of the wood parts I've painted. Technically, the rock is done. It's very bland, but it looks like rock to me, and that's what it's supposed to be, rock. But I've dry brushed the jaw here, the teeth, the horns, and the bone right here. And so this will be easy to do with contrast paints, because I'll be lazy about it, and that's done. As well as the shield that goes down here, I already finished too. I really like how that came out. And I play both Kruleboyz and Ironjawz. I have like 5,000 points of both. So I went ahead and used the Kruleboyz faceplate as well as the Kruleboyz shield that goes on the leg. But then I also stuck with the Ironjawz metal jaw that goes on top as well. I liked both, so I just went with both. Moving on to the other main stage, the main stage of the list is Kragnos. Now he's off the base currently, so I can airbrush this lickety split. You heard, but Kragnos itself is not done yet. I think his skin, you let me know, I think his skin came out actually quite nice, and I'm really digging this magenta-ish, burgundy-ish color for his hair. It gave him a little flair without anything too crazy. Now everything else, all the metallics and stuff, I did the chains in a dark silver from ProCryl. But everything else is going to be more of a bronzy-esque color. I'm still not too sure what to do with his hair horns, because that's what it is, right? It's like hair, but horns. I don't know. It doesn't really look horny to me. I'm not really a big fan of his horns, but I got to paint it up, so I got to decide what to do with that. But he's on the back burner for now until I whip out my airbrush later today. Okay, he lived. The next chunk of the army is 3 piggies. I got 2 here, 1 more down there. Now that I've done the base for all of these piggies, it's very simple. Just some tufts, some mud down in there, as well as some grass. Very simple, but it'll look nice across the army, I think, in my opinion. But the pigs themselves, hair is done, their leather is done, armor is getting worked on. I did 3 blues. I did a blue with an asterisk. I did Pterodon turquoise for my original one, and I hand done it out of the bottle onto my Gore-gruntas. But on this Maw-grunta, I did it out of the airbrush. Came out a lot darker, a lot more of a matte finish. Not a super big fan. And then I went with my favorite color in the contrast range, which is Eldari Emerald, which is what this one is. I think it came out really good, except for this plate here. I let it pool a little too much. But all the other plates I think look pretty good, in my opinion. But I'm also doing, as you can see on this one, orange. So the idea is, well, now it's turquoise and orange, but originally it was blue and orange, just to give it a little bit extra pop, give it some contrast, not have every armor plate a certain color. I guess I could show you one of the completed Gore-gruntas. Completed Gore-grunta with the hand-painted original Pterodon turquoise. But there you go. And then the orange as well. This model is completely done except for this metal bit here in his weapon. and the teeth. But everything else is done on the model. Well, this one has his pants not done. The other two, their pants are done. I guess I forgot his. But this is what it looks like. I went with Plaguebearer Flesh contrast for the skin tone. If you can see, pretty decent up in there. I like it. I don't know if I love it over a darker orc skin. Like, I wanted to do this lighter one, so I'm going to keep with it and make sure it just looks good. His back came out pretty good. A little just simple. But yeah, so the army is 6 of these guys, Gore-gruntas, 2 of the Maw-grunta Gougers, which is just, it's this model, and then 1 of the Maw-grunta with Hacken Crew, which is this, but he has his little side sponsons, I guess is what you could call it. It looks like this, and on top of this little platform here is another orc with his little hack, because it's the Hacken Crew. So that, and then Kragnos, the Boss Rock Tower, right here. And last but not least, the Maw Crusher, Godrak himself. I got to paint Godrak. The actual Maw Crush is technically done. Everything is painted. It's just not to completion. Everything has a color though. I like his wings came out more of a leathery texture. I like how that ended up, and his soft underglow of his belly, under his tail there, under his face, all of the soft parts of his body. I'm just not a super huge fan of how the blue on his scales came out, because it's just really flat. I wanted something to pop out a bit more, but I can't worry about that right now. But Godrak himself, I gotta paint him up too. So yeah, I got a lot to do still. I mean, as you saw, all the riders on all the Maw-gruntas are unpainted, and then 2 of the Maw-gruntas are unpainted on their armors. This one in the Hacken Crew specifically is also unpainted on like all the big armor plates as well. So I got a lot to do, a little time to do it, aka I got today to do it. Tournament starts at 10 a.m. tomorrow, and it is almost 10 a.m. right now, or if not 10 a.m. right now. So I got 24 hours, well not even, I got like 20 hours realistically to fully paint this and sleep. So stay with me. I will post an update. I will be filming the Grand Tournament tomorrow, throughout both Saturday and Sunday, showing you the 5 games, take some pictures of my games, show you footage of the convention. I live in basically Fort Worth, and so this is such an easy Grand Tournament for me to want to do. And then I may be looking, depending on how my my adult life decisions go and like how well I do in my career change, I may be able and down to do the Dallas Open in May. Again, I'm right here in the middle of DFW, so that's just a hop skip away. I could walk there faster than most people could drive there. And so yeah, we'll look at that. Stay tuned for that footage coming out for this weekend. I'll try to get that footage going and then end up posting it sometime early next week, depending on my free time, because I still have work after that. But yeah, stay tuned for that. If you are interested to see the final product of this, watch that next video. It'll be in there. And thanks for watching, bro.